Hello. All right, we are going to be looking at a role in the argument question. So we are going to look at 22. Philosopher. Graham argues that since a person is truly happy only when doing something, the best though they are not doing anything. So if I had to point out the conclusion of our argument, our conclusion that goes against that, and then the reasoning that supports our author's conclusion. And this perfectly exemplifies that. So we should not be persuaded by Graham's argument. In situations like this, I then like to substitute what the argument is. So our conclusion is, but we should not be persuaded by the best life is a life that is full of activity, because that's Graham's argument. Great. Which one of the following most accurately describes the role played in the philosopher's argument by the claim that at least sometimes when sleeping, people are truly happy, even though they are not doing anything? Right, so sometimes when sleeping, even when they're not doing anything. So as we kind of talked about earlier, the whole second half of this stimulus is disproving Graham's argument. And Graham's argument is the best life is a life that is full of activity. So in this one, sometimes when sleeping, they are truly happy. So they are saying that sleep is a time when you aren't doing anything. And sometimes when people are sleeping, they are truly happy. So it is disproving one of Graham's premises, which is that people are happy only when doing something. So if I had to predict, I'm looking for something that says that they are using this statement to disprove one of Graham's claims. Great. A, it is a premise of Graham's argument. Nope, which is against Graham's argument. B, it is an example intended to show that a premise of Graham's argument is false. Okay, I'm liking this because it is an example. So sleeping is an example, and it's intended to show that a premise, only when people are happy, only when doing something, people are happy when they're sleeping, is false. So yes, it is doing all of those things. C, it is an analogy appealed to by Graham, but that the philosopher rejects. Again, this is not, we're not using the example of sleep to help Graham's argument. D, it is an example intended to disprove the conclusion of Graham's argument. It does, I could see why this would be another good answer, so I'll keep that for now. E, it is the main conclusion of the philosopher's, nope. All right, so now we're down to B and D. To show that a premise is false, as opposed to is an example intended to disprove the conclusion. So this is acting more to defeat a premise because it's specifically aligning itself with person is happy only when doing something. So that is what the example of people are happy when they're sleeping, because when you're sleeping, you're not doing something. So that disproves the premise in the argument. And it is doing that more than it is an example trying to disprove the conclusion of Graham's argument. It is taking down the premise, which in turn takes down the conclusion, not specifically taking down the conclusion. Hope that helps.